right. You're listening to the Fuckcast.
Fuckcast.
I haven't got a bra on.
Me neither. So
I think you're probably perkier than me.
probably, yeah. Alright, goed. Yes. Oké, dames en heren, nog één keer. Elf Lions, dames en heren. That was an amazing show.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was unlike I've seen a lot of comedy, I've seen a lot of stuff, and this is like unlike anything I've ever seen.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
Yeah, but it is a compliment.
It's either given to me as a compliment or as a criticism.
No, it's absolutely a compliment.
I quite like it.
And it's very hard to these people really enjoyed it, I think, otherwise they wouldn't be here. Vonden het mooi? Ja. Yeah, they really enjoyed it. But it's very hard to see where it comes from. What your origin story is like in like a performance of this nature.
So every show I do is very different because it's fun for me to pick a challenge.
Right.
So every show there's a new... So with this, I just thought the idea when my agent said to me, we need to make a more relatable show.
Oh, this is the relatable.
So yeah, and she asked me to make a more... Well, she didn't ask me, she said perhaps because my last show I reenacted loads of Stephen King books on stage and did a very big horror comedy mime, and I punched loads of vegetables and it was really violent and I was totally naked and it was really gross and people got sick and it was fun. And I had such a time. But after that, they said, we need to make something that's maybe more family appropriate. And then I said as a joke, well, I thought it was funny. I just said, well, I'd like to perform all my favourite horses from history, which is just, I think, quite a funny idea because if you think about what's relatable, I think people always assume relatable is talking about anecdotes when actually being relatable is about showing your joy.
Right.
And I sometimes think the more niche you are, the more relatable, because we all have a specialist subject that we're obsessed with.
Right.
And when someone talks about something they love, I think we all resonate with that rather than someone talking about, I'm in my 30s, I'm single, I'm going through a divorce.
Totally agree.
Not saying that's not relatable, but it's for a particular chapter in your life.
Yeah.
And everyone knows what a horse is. And
Yeah, most people do, yeah.
yeah, so I decided to pick horses. I wrote loads of research about horses. So that was the show, that was the subject. I'm not very confident with my body. I'm very physically, because I've got scoliosis and sciatica and I've got a lot of physical chronic pain. So I was like, I want to make a show where I'm as physical as possible and I can imagine I'm a contemporary dancer.
Right.
So I wanted to do something that made me feel really confident putting my body out there, so making an outfit that was as tight as possible, so all the parts I normally conceal, does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I just decided to interview people about play.
Right.
And then I just got into a rehearsal room and just dreamt it and just kept on dreaming it. And then one day a woman came up to me and she went, oh, it's so funny because it reminds me of my daughter when they were 7 and she used to be a horse. And then I went, oh, that's what it is.
Right.
And then I realised it's about play because I think play is still
it's about childhood, about playing, and also about still wanting to play.
Yeah.
And it's not just about horses.
No, but there's also I think every good show, and I take pride in it, every good show has 2 levels to it. There's the A line and the B line.
Right.
So everyone can watch that show and go, it's about horses.
Right.
And then people who really don't get it will go, yeah, she was a horse. And then a man went between her legs and then she did die. It was really fun. And then other people are like, it's about play and about the relationship with childhood and identity, but also animal welfare. So there's 2 levels to it.
Right.
You want to get I don't like making someone feel thick. Do you know?
No, yeah, of course,
I
yeah.
hate it when comedians make people feel thick. Does that make sense? Yeah.
when you have to see the second layer. You don't have to. You can
No, like-
enjoy it on every level you like.
Yeah, but there's always 2 layers.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, that's what I need.
Yeah, well, it's really good. It's you play with the audience as well. You play with some people on stage, and
That's so scary.
of course.
Oh
it
my
is.
God.
course it
Honestly,
is.
that makes me feel sick every day. I never play with the audience, and every day I'm like,
It's the
"Oh."
first time you do this, getting
Interaction,
people,
yeah. I normally, because consent with, like,
Right.
I've done things with an audience, like I've done a lot, mainly with men, to be honest, because men are quite easy.
Oh,
to like,
really? Are they?
because like the thing is but I think this is also about silliness, because blokes, it's like when you do comedy with kids,
Right.
you always bring the dads up, because the dads are always used to being like, they do the silly thing, silly daddy. Mums are much more shy because they're often the ones that have to discipline the kids, so they can't lose their status.
Okay.
So I noticed that when you're playing with audience, it's like I pick the boys first for the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Because you're literally getting them on their knees. There's a different power dynamic.
Right.
Getting them to release,
Yeah.
praise, and then when she shoots me, the goal is that she gets to fuck over the bloke.
Right.
And everything she does is right.
She didn't want to though.
Yeah, but
So
we
it's
loved her for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we love every choice the audience makes
Yeah.
is always the right choice. So
Right.
everything they say, I have to yes and it, even
Right.
if it means like,
Like
does that
an
make
improv. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an improv.
I can't be like, you fucking idiot. Stupid fucking
No,
horse.
if you get someone on stage, you have to let them free, let them go.
Yeah. But sometimes people are so... This one guy just took the gun and he went, I think on behalf of everyone, no one wants me to shoot the horse. So I'm going to shoot you, and just shot me. So obviously I had to die. And then he stood there and I was like, well, thank you. And I sent him back. And he was like, what do you mean? What, don't I get to do something? And I was like, no. You killed me. So the game's over now.
Right. So they
You didn't
they
play very
decide
nicely.
The narrative.
Yeah.
The sketch ends. The
Yeah,
spin ends
but
there.
it's about playing nice. You know, when you're little, if
Yeah.
someone says, do you want to play, and you then hit them over the head, they're like, well, fuck you. Do that exist? I sound like a bell end, but like there's so many... And sometimes when you do that show, nobody plays at the end.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just keep galloping, and then the
Until
lights go
then
out.
the lights go out.
And then people are really upset. And they're like, it's such a sad ending. And I'm like, no, it's not. You chose that ending.
Yeah.
You could have played with me.
Right.
Sorry, I sound mentally unwell.
No, a little bit.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. No, it's very... I was surprised that people were... Well, I thought that maybe the people who you invited on stage before will get there, but then afterwards, lots of people got on stage, and it's really nice to see. Because normally, and they will... I'm from Holland, so fuck the Belgians, but yeah, normally Belgians are really reserved, so
Yeah.
the fact that they go on stage was really good. I think that's because people really enjoyed the show.
Well, it
and
means a
the,
lot.
the essence of the show.
Yeah. Well, it's also, I mean, you know, I've done so many. I remember this comedian, Ruben Kay. He's a beautiful drag performer in Australia. And we were doing a gig, like this gala in Sydney this year to 2,000 people. And we both looked at that audience and we were like, most of these people are, you know what I mean? They're not going to like what we do. And then Ruben turned to me and he said, we've just got to perform to those 4 individuals
Right.
who need us. So you come out and like there was one guy on the front row of that who fucking hated it, like properly like arms crossed. And in my head I go, okay, it's not for you. And you're
Right.
choosing to be like having your arms crossed and smiling, but he was like this. But if I just focus it on him, I've got to focus on the one person
So
who
you
I can
you
hear.
focus on the people who do like it.
Yeah, 'cause-
I know a friend of mine is a comedian. He actually enjoys the people who don't like it, and
Yeah.
he doesn't want the people to like it. He just likes the fact
Yeah.
that they don't like it.
But it's like that thing, do you know what I mean? If you're at the back and you're really loving it, and then the act says, oh, most of you aren't enjoying it, that person at the back doesn't realise no
No.
one else is enjoying it. And they
No, she
think,
was right in front of me,
Yeah.
and she was enjoying the hell out of it. I was watching it. Yeah.
If I'm like, no one's enjoying it, then they think, wait, I think it's funny. What's wrong with me?
Right.
You don't want anyone to think they're the weirdo.
Exactly.
You're not a weirdo.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
No.
they're right. You just go, good. We've got the good ones in.
When it's about playfulness and being able to still play, do you think is there a difference between men and women? Are men a little bit more playful than women?
I think it's a different type of play and performativity.
Really?
I think so, because it's like when you're little, boys, and this is very gendered and it
Yeah,
changes
very-
and
yeah.
adapts, but when I remember little boys would jump in puddles or climb things, and everybody goes, "Oh, he's so brave. What's he gonna be? He's gonna be a fireman. You naughty sausage. What are you doing?" But then a girl would do it, or if I would do it, I'd be told off because my dress would get ruined,
Right.
or I'd show everyone my knickers, and there was a different sort of. You suddenly get constrained, and I think it's why boys can be super silly on stage, like with nudity, for example. Some of my male colleagues are always naked and everybody laughs because a penis is funny. But like, we don't sexualize men the way, at the moment I'm naked on stage, it becomes
different
political. It's never purely silly because
Right.
it becomes something else.
Right.
But silliness, I still think for women is a political act. When you think about what's going on in the world right now,
You
for
think so,
women
yeah?
to be silly is still immensely political. And yeah, that's my opinion. It's
No,
not funny, but it's just...
no, it's okay.
But I think everybody needs to play because boys get sad and sometimes they just need to pretend to be a lion. like little Toffee gets killed because he's trying to impress his dad and then he gets put in a meat grinder. It's fucking bleak.
Did you play as a horse when you were a kid, or was that?
No,
like,
I'm
from the
allergic
other-
to horses.
You are?
Absolutely.
You are allergic to horses?
I have no interest in horses. My sister was a horse that loved horses.
Oh wow, yeah.
So I didn't, but I played with my sister to join in.
Right.
But yeah, that was it really.
I know. I just told
They're
those
all
people,
leaving. They're like,
yeah,
fuck
because,
you.
Yeah,
No, I'm
she doesn't
joking.
like horses. We're off.
I'm teasing. Go enjoy the show.
Yeah.
So, bye, baby.
I just told I've got nothing with horses. There's a restaurant in Vilvoorde that sells horse steaks.
What?
Yeah. I go to eat there sometimes. Yeah. We eat horses in Belgium. They do.
But I mean, in my head, no one should eat any animal. I just feel like it's yeah.
Well, it's like steak, really, but you don't eat steak as well, probably.
What's the point? At the end, he puts the horse in the meat grinder and feeds his dog, and he's like, "I love dogs.
Yeah.
I love animals." And
Yeah.
it's that whole weird.
Of course, yeah. That we make a difference between some animals we do eat,
Yeah.
some others we don't. Right,
Yeah.
right. So this.
Sorry, I've cleared out your entire room.
No, but that was because it will start in about 5 minutes or something, probably, yeah. Well, but we don't have to be there,
Okay.
so we can still talk.
Am I talking too much? Shall I ask?
No. It's a podcast.
How are you?
I'm fine. It's not about me. It's about you.
Yeah, but has anyone asked how you are?
No, they don't. No, you're the first one.
Okay.
Today.
Okay.
Really.
Oh. But are you feeling okay?
Now I am.
Good.
Because somebody asked.
Oh, well, you can always talk to me. I'll put
like
a
I
bra
can.
on next time.
I will too. I'm
sorry if
I'm
that's
looking
made
at your
you
eyes.
feel
I'm
worse.
definitely not looking at your breasts.
They're going different directions, babe. They're looking at her, they're looking at the wall.
So you want
They were up here when I started the show. Now being a horse, they have really dropped. They have really gone. I was so perky last year.
You lost your perkiness in a year.
Yeah, and my posture has changed because I watched the footage and now I'm like, I've got a hump because I'm like,
Well, you're really good at the physical stuff.
thank you.
Well, and so have you trained
So
for
can
it?
you?
No, I can't.
I think you could be a beautiful horse.
Yeah, you think?
You'd be like a beautiful Shire horse, like one of those like really like, like Boxer in Animal Farm. You'd be Boxer. Like, oh, come on.
I don't think so.
Oh, what a lovely day.
So no, but have you trained for the physical? Have you it's like the show, because people haven't seen it who are listening. It's very physical. It's a combination of comedy and theater and performance, and it's so much. And I really enjoyed it. There was this one little bit horror sketch in it as well. So you really like the horror stuff?
Yeah, I love horror.
Yeah.
I write and make a lot of horror
All right.
films and stuff.
Yeah, there was this one bit which was really, really good, really horror.
With Chubby.
Yeah.
I love that bit.
Me too. I love it.
It dies at clubs.
Really?
No one likes it. It gets complained about. Someone said you need to have a trigger warning for how many animals you kill in your show. And I was like, they're not real.
You need
It's
to have a
mine.
trigger for the fake, for the
Also,
make-believe horses.
I kill so many kids.
Yeah, but the
Nobody
kids,
ever talks
kids
about the
killing is
kids.
fine. Horses killing we can't do. We just got. We have to end it because the boss said we have to end it.
Okay.
Lou.
Bye. No worries. See
Yeah.
you guys maybe for a drink. Bye, guys.
They were sitting in front of me and they were really enjoying
Oh,
it.
that's
And
good.
me too, of course. All right. Well, the
Oh
the
my
room
God,
is
I've just
empty.
noticed we can talk. It's always awkward watching people just leave, and I feel like I'm really
No,
ruining
that's
it.
because of the festival.
I'm so sorry I took so long. I really
No,
didn't
it's okay.
realize.
It's okay. Plus, the guys who are playing now, Rick, he's a friend of mine. I've seen him perform like millions of times.
Okay.
So I can fake my stuff.
Yeah.
No, I'm no. And so you when you start a show like this, you have to. How do you try out? How do you do your little bits and then try out? It's so cohesive. It's so
I think, like, I don't know. I suppose it's the difference between how you make stand up,
Right.
or like the way I was taught. I went to a place called Gaulier in Paris, in France, of like a sort of theatre-y clown school, and a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
clowns and alternative artists have gone there, and they got you really into the habit of you create something on the Monday, like a short thing, and you just have to work on it, and on the Friday you show it, and if you don't like it, you throw it away.
Okay.
So this habit of like constantly
like a
churning-
5-minute thing.
yeah, or just like constantly trying out an idea, or like a world, and each scene I also write based on feelings. So I think the laughter and the comedy is the last thing we need to add, because we know we're funny.
Right.
We know we can be funny and improvise and blah blah blah. So the
So
comedy
you
always
make
comes after.
The
world and the meat.
world, yeah.
And then you season it with the jokes and the callback. Like there's so many jokes that sort of, like as you're doing a show, you go, how did I not see that line? How did I
Right.
not see? And then the more you do it, the more you find them, because you're more in the world.
Right.
So I just make the world first
Right.
and how I want to feel. And to be honest, I don't really do spots, because I find the comedy scene sometimes quite, I don't know, it's not as friendly as it used
You're
to be.
making a world. You can't go after a guy who's just had jokes about his wife or something.
Yeah.
You're making it's and that's nice at this festival. They had a break. You're on, and then it's a break again. So
Yeah.
it's your own. You've created your own world, and that's very a nice place to be in.
And I think people, especially newer acts, don't necessarily. I don't know what it's like here, but it's very different. In the UK, I make my money from being a touring one out. Like I'm
Yeah.
known for making shows,
Right.
And I don't need to do club spots, because also I don't enjoy them. It doesn't really benefit me.
No.
I don't think I always work that well there. I think
You have to really what will work here. What
Yeah.
what are the other acts? And
What if-
you don't want to be bothered about
Yeah,
that.
and while there are some stand-ups, will kill 20 minutes.
Right.
They kill the clubs. We know if they're on, safe pair of hands. If they're an MC, it's going to be the best night.
Right.
But if they do a 1 hour, it kind of doesn't quite get there sometimes.
No, because then it's just good jokes, and good jokes for an hour will be a little bit tiresome or a
Yeah.
little bit boring maybe.
Yeah.
And your show definitely wasn't boring.
Oh, I'm glad.
It was very exciting. It was really
Thank you.
really
I'm
nice.
really touched that you
and
watched
I
it.
love the little bits in between you. So you make like chapters and with lots of voiceovers and sounds, and it was I
This is
enjoyed
the
it.
thing I genuinely find quite interesting, and I wonder whether it's something I've noticed with the newer generation. I mean, I'm only 34,
Yeah.
and but when I tour or go to another festival, even if I don't understand the other acts, I watch the performances, because I think there's always something you can learn.
Yeah.
Like when we first started, you'd watch the headliner. You
Right.
stay to the end.
Yeah.
And you ask questions.
Right.
And I've noticed, the acts don't watch the other acts. They either sit backstage, or they're watching their reels, or they're clipping stuff. But the inquisitiveness to watch other types of work has
I totally agree.
has changed, because
Well,
it's
these guys are in a contest,
Yeah.
so are really
focused.
nervous and stuff like that, and they don't want to see the competition maybe because they don't want to be insecure or something like that. But I totally agree, and I think that lots of comedians like to see acts that they're not like theirs, because you can learn something
So
or
much.
see something which you haven't seen before, and maybe it triggers something to do in your own
absolutely,
stuff.
because it's a craft, and
Yeah,
don't just watch comedy.
totally, yeah.
Watch dance. Because you'll see one thing and go, oh,
Yeah, and that's the nice thing about your show, is that it combines all of those things. So you've won lots of awards, and how long have you been touring with this show?
I made it in 2024.
Okay, so not that long.
too long. And then I'm touring it. I'm doing it one more time in London in January, and then I'm touring an older show in Australia next year.
Okay.
But the thing is, they're not, because, I mean, I feel like this show, effectively, I could keep doing it for as long as my body would allow, because I do think it's still...
Yeah. Yeah, it's the difference between a comedy show and a work of art, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Is that maybe?
But comedy can still be...
Of course it can. Yeah, of course.
There's so much beautiful stand-up.
But it's not like from. It has to be. It's timeless, maybe.
Yeah, that's it. Like, and that's why talking about things that are relatable to you,
Right.
they don't age. Your interest and love in a book doesn't date.
Yeah.
But like relatable, like, oh, I'm here at this stage in my life right now, is a beautiful show for that time.
Yeah.
But then after a while, you have to keep making new material.
Yeah, and I think when you get older, the acknowledgement of being able to play still is there.
Yeah.
It always will be there.
What inspires you?
I love lots of stuff. I'm a big nerd. That's why I connected also with the fact that I love people with passion. Even if it's not, I've got nothing with it. I was once in a train, and a friend of mine I hadn't seen for like a couple of years, and he was talking about the tango, about tango dancing, which I can't dance. I haven't got any rhythm, so I've got nothing with tango dancing. But he was talking about it with such passion that I really enjoyed it. And I've got passion for movies and for pop culture, so I can acknowledge the passion. I know what's a good friend of mine. He's a football commentator. Well, a good friend. I really like him, and he's really into football. I can talk. I've got nothing with football. I've never watched a game in my life. But if he talks about it with passion, I love that. I can feed off that, maybe.
Yeah, because it's pure and it's honest and it's always meant with love.
Yeah.
As well.
And you always, and that's I sometimes give workshops in comedy and blah blah blah, and people try sometimes, especially when they're starting out, they want to be really general because they want to acknowledge all the audience.
Yeah.
But I think no, make it as personal or as close to you as possible, because everybody knows something about it, or acknowledge the
or teach them. Yeah. The more specific you are,
right,
the further scope you've got.
Exactly.
Because if you're like, I'm just going to come and tell you how much I know about clouds, the audience will go, well, he was the cloud guy. And there's so much material.
Yeah.
Like, it's never ending.
Right.
And you can keep doing it. And also material sometimes, depending on how old you are, gets funnier.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And for you, is it? Are you already busy with a next thing, or is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I've started dreaming about it right now, but it's hard because also like I don't like being too autobiographical in a show. Like I've done that before, and I don't know, like that thing about it dating. Like there's a show I made called Love Songs to Guinea Pigs from 2018, which I can't do again because it's so from that period of time.
Right, it was you in that period. Yeah.
But at the moment, because there's been so much big personal stuff that's happened this year, my material, every time I think, the theme of like this particular subject keeps coming up. So it's going, how can I make a show that's about this subject that's still dynamic and exciting and relatable without me going, I'm going through this period thing.
But I can assume that you have some time to work around it, or maybe get the
2 weeks.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm doing the shows in 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I'll write.
So you're
doing
this show, but you just performed. You're doing a new show in 2 weeks, and you have to do an old show in Australia.
And then in December, I'm doing 3 of my older shows on rotation every day.
Okay, I hate it when people say, "How do you know all your lines and how do you?" But how the fuck do you all know your lines?
You have every show. I have to sit and reread each script, just to double check.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's like sometimes you just
Jan. Hey.
You just forget bits. But also they're so different as well. They're all so one's a ballet.
There was an hour show.
Yeah. Luckily with that show though, Horses is a lot of it is audio described.
Right.
So it's like
you have to
I just have to listen and just respond. And as long as I listen, sometimes though, like I forget, I get words and the lip syncs mixed up, or I forget which order the scarecrow or the oak tree comes in, or. Sometimes I go, oh, bollocks, and I'm pretending to be the wrong thing.
Well, not today. Today you did all right.
It felt like a long show for me today, but this is.
Yeah?
I think it's because you're doing it in a different country.
Yeah, probably. And you've traveled and all that stuff.
Been a long day.
All right. Thank you so much for the
Thank
conversation.
you for having me. I'm so sorry I kept you.